Welcome to one of the best hikes I've ever taken. This is the Enchantments, a name that sounds like a fantasy, but make no mistake, this place is very real. It's tucked away in the alpine lake wilderness of Washington State. The Enchantments is like stepping into another world. Towering granite peaks, glassy alpine lakes, wild goats casually grazing, and a trail that will absolutely test your grit. Summer of 2024, we set out to hike this magical place, not by completing the full through hike, but by taking what was felt as the most scenic option, an out and back route from Stuart Lake Trailhead to the Core Enchantments with Colchuck Lake and Aasgard Pass as our gateway. This video is the full journey, start to finish, with everything you need to know if you're planning to do this yourself. All right, here we go, bright and early, about to start the Enchantments hike. The trail begins gently winding through shaded forest. Morning light filtered through the trees, and we took it slow. It's about 2.5 miles to Colchuck Lake with steady elevation gain. Nothing brutal yet, but it definitely gets your heart going. I'm not sure if it was just me coming from the Houston altitude or the strenuous hikes we did the couple days before, but this first part to Colchuck Lake was kind of tough. You'll cross some streams with little man-made bridges throughout. Approximately 1.5 miles in, you'll cross the first bridge. It's a sturdy wooden bridge that spans Mountaineer Creek. It offers a great spot to pause and just take in the sounds and the views. You can also filter your water here. Approximately 2 miles in, at this junction, you're going to want to veer left towards Colchuck Lake. The path becomes steeper and rockier, winding through the forest, interspersed with granite outcrops. You'll reach a second picturesque bridge, where you get to cross and take in the views. From here, you're going to find huge granite boulders to navigate through. It's a really neat spot. On the other side, things calm down, and you can take a look at the crystal clear creek. On the way back, we even stopped here to dip our achy feet in the water. Approximately 4 miles in, emerging from the forest, you're going to finally arrive at Colchuck Lake, the first real wow moment of the hike. I don't care how many photos you've seen, nothing compares to seeing this in person. Turquoise water, jagged peaks reflecting like paintings. We stopped here for breakfast and to just take in the views. We even saw some people that got permits and camped right there. All right, so we made it to the first lake. You can't even tell where the lake is. That's the lake, so clear. Colchuck Lake, crystal clear. Those are the clouds up there. Beautiful, beautiful lake. Now the flies were crazy in the morning. They went away as the day heated up, but man, were they annoying early on. While you're here, you're gonna be greeted by the stunning turquoise water of Colchuck Lake, nestled beneath the imposing peaks of Dragontail and Colchuck. This glacial lake is a popular spot for rest and reflection. But for us, this was just the beginning. You're gonna skirt the western shore of Colchuck Lake, navigating around the boulders as you make your way around to Aasgard Pass. The trail here is less defined, so keep an eye out for the cairns that mark the way. The real climb begins at Aasgard Pass. The name alone strikes fear and awe in hikers for good reason. It's a 2,000-foot vertical gain in less than a mile. Okay, so we made it to Aasgard Pass, which is this climb all the way up. And yes, it's every bit as hard as it sounds. Making your way up, there's no official trail, just a mess of rocks, boulders, scree, and snowfields depending on the time of the year. We took it slow, real slow. This is where trekking poles, patience, and leg strength all get tested. But not too long after you start making your way up, you're gonna start to see the wildlife. And we saw plenty of goats. I mean, just look at the views here, guys. It's breathtaking. As we made our way up, we took multiple breaks and turned around often. Not just to breathe, but because the views behind us kept getting better and better. Now make sure to hydrate, make sure you check your footing, and most importantly, respect the mountain. This is not a place to rush or lose focus. As we made our way up, we passed the snow patch. It was a little bit slippery, but we took our time, 1 foot after the other, and made it across. The climb up was tough. My legs were screaming. But again, 1 foot after the other, and you'll get there. There's a couple false summits, so just when you think you've made it, you've still got more climb ahead. Check out all the goats. They were everywhere, and not too skittish either. The views up here were unworldly. You just wanted to stop and try to save it all in your memory. I'm so glad I brought my camera, and I'm so glad I get to share this with all of you. When you make it to the top, they call it the core zone. You could easily spend an entire day just exploring this upper basin. We found a quiet spot on a granite slab and laid back in the sun, watching the clouds drift past the peaks. And watching the goats with their babies making their way around the rocks in the snow, trying to find food, and just sunbathing. All right, well, we finally made it. We're at the top, very top. We've got all these beautiful lakes with snow and ice on them. We're gonna stop and have some food, have some lunch, and figure out which way we're gonna go down. We're gonna go all the way down, all the way back the way we came, or all the way down through the trail, which adds 4 more extra miles, but that way down is gonna be tough. But for now, we just enjoy the scenery and have some lunch. Lunch up here tastes better than anything you've ever packed. Even peanut butter sandwiches hits different up here when you're sitting at 7,800 feet above the sea level, surrounded by ancient stone and silence. I thought this would be a fitting place to spread some of my mom's ashes. She always wanted to go back to Washington, but never got the chance. Now she gets to be here forever. Now up here, no cell service. So if something happened, you'd be in trouble. So make sure you plan accordingly. Eventually, we had to head back the same way we came. So we started to make our way back to Aasgard Pass, passing up some of our friends and hiking back up through the snow in order to make our descent. Descending Aasgard was honestly harder than going up. Your legs are tired, and the loose rock, lots of it, makes it easy to slip. So we took our time. We used our poles, and we took short little steps, and we stopped often to look around. The views going down were much different now that the sunlight was hitting the mountain differently. Little by little, we made our way down. We reached Colchuck Lake again by late afternoon. The lake looked completely different. By now the wind had picked up, so there were lots of ripples on the lake. My wife decided to take a dip, and I stuck my feet in. Man, did it feel good on my sore, aching feet. As we crossed the bridge going back, we saw a deer on the other side. That was pretty special. I gotta say this, if you're planning to do this hike, here's what I'll say. Prepare well, train, bring the right gear, and give yourself an entire day. But most importantly, be present. Don't rush this hike. Don't just do it for the camera. Take time to look up, to breathe, to listen, because the enchantments aren't just a place, they're an experience, and it's one you'll never forget. Thanks for hiking with me, guys. If you found this helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more trail breakdowns and adventure stories. Got questions? Drop them below. I'll do my best to help you guys plan your next trip. Until next time, get out there, stay safe, and keep exploring.